Do you think he's doing, Trudeau is doing everything he can?
I think so. I think he's doing like a decent job.
Are you pleased with our Prime Minister so far?
I'm not unhappy with him because I don't think we're getting as many cases as a lot of other countries.
And he took action fast. Hey guys, good morning. Guys, welcome back to our vlog. It is not morning. I was about to say good morning because that's how I typically greet you guys, but it is actually, let's see, 5:17. It is just another day of quarantine here in Canada. We have been assigned to be quarantined. Everywhere is on lockdown. I think I've mentioned that a few times, but it's only the cases here are getting progressively worse. Sitting down real quick to give you guys an update as to what's happening over here. And if you guys are wondering if this is the same day as like another video that I filmed, because I was just wearing the shirt the other day. It's been the laundry, I just changed, and I'm just being super comfortable at home. Just a little update as to what's going on over here in Canada. I know some of you guys are curious about it. Our Prime Minister is obviously taking this stuff very seriously, and he's gone to like drastic changes to try to ensure that we contain this virus as opposed to spread it further. The verdict so far in Canada has been like, I think it's approaching 500. The last time I checked, it was like in the high 4s, with 7 deaths total. And it's interesting because, like I said before, we were watching this before and it was like across the world, and then all of a sudden it's like in your backyard or like right there in the same country as you, and little before you know it, it's in your province. It's, you know, so this stuff spreads really quickly. Over here right now, everything is closed. That's been an order that's been given. A lot of things have been shut down. Businesses have been shut down. As far as the Prime Minister, he's like doing his job in terms of shutting, like he's currently working on preventing visitors from coming across the border. People weren't allowed to travel within the country, but our borders were still open to our American fellow Americans. Food and stuff does get transported across the border on the daily, because once that's shut down, like what do we do next? So even though in my mind I'm like, why is the border still open? You have to understand too the logistics of it, that when things like even a truck isn't able to cross the border to provide us with food, that's huge. That's really, really serious. So he's trying to work on that before it gets to that extent. As much as this lockdown has definitely affected our lives, it's really necessary to quarantine, to keep ourselves a little bit isolated, on a whole, to prevent us from spreading or catching the virus, because that's all it takes is you to be in be in the vicinity of someone or be in the area where someone touched something. This virus is rather dangerous in the sense that it doesn't just disappear. You know, when someone coughs in the air, it sticks around for I think half an hour. How's it going?
Almost done.
Oh, it looks good. Oh my gosh. So we're currently putting up our new bed. This is what's going on. Aaron and I lifted this thing. It was so heavy.
It was heavy.
It was so. How's it going, Charlotte?
It's going good.
You're always the one up here helping Dad, huh?
I'm using this stand. It's pretty slow right now.
Yeah. It's okay. Wow, guys, look at this. Look how close we are. We still have a little bit of space up there. Oh, chicken! I currently have chicken on the stove. I'm making just like a stewed chicken in there, and inside the oven I've got double sweet potatoes. Girls, can we clean up a little bit? I know that this is a break, but we still have to clean up within a break. Look at that couch potato over there. I can't fault her. She's very helpful. She did help chop up my sweet potato for me and get them inside the oven. That was very nice, Michaela. Thank you, my big girl. Right? Yay. Gabrielle's been very helpful in watching Zoe while we're here throughout the time. Aaron and I are trying to do our best to get some of the main things that we said we wanted to get done. So we are currently moving our bed upstairs. We bought a king-size bed that I mentioned a long time ago, but we still didn't put it up yet because we weren't sure about what we were gonna do. So we have had the frame, and the other bed's gonna go downstairs for when we have visitors, because we did currently kind of have an air mattress. This is a really nice air mattress from Costco, but ideally we would rather not have our guests sleep on an air mattress. So we're gonna have, we're gonna put up a proper bed down there. We got you. He almost tripped. So we don't have our mattress up here yet, and he just tripped over that. Okay. Anyways, I had to explain a little bit about the current news and what's going on in Canada. Anything else to add to what I was saying? Basically told him that the Prime Minister is doing his best to take, drastic measures to close everything down. And
It closed all the borders except for to Americans, right? That's a big deal.
I know.
You can't get into Canada unless you're a Canadian.
Unless you're Canadian.
That's
But I guess the trucks that are coming are food sources, right?
from the States, yeah.
They're still allowed to come.
I think the ports are still open, right?
He's shutting down the visitor side.
Yeah, all visitors, right? Even all business, right?
But I
Aside
read
from
this morning
American
that
business.
yeah, I read this morning that he's taking I guess he's basically treating it like a world war. He's
And it's like a war, yeah.
yeah, he's investing like millions of dollars,
Billions.
right? And so he had to go meet with.
Because you think about it, it's like all these people are not working. They're not spending money.
Can you take that sticker off your face? Can we take you seriously? Can we take you?
Swiper, no swiping.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's like there's there's no business going on for some industries at all. Right?
mm-hmm,
Yeah, restaurants, sports, right? All those industries
are closed.
are closed. That's
Yeah.
a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
right? So even though people are not dead, it's essentially like for 1 month there's a large number of people taken out.
Exactly. Not to mention the employment.
Well, I think a lot of people are gonna, a lot of businesses are suffering.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to have everyone lose their jobs, right?
Exactly.
That's what everyone's worried about, right? I don't
Yeah.
want to lose my job either.
Right.
Yeah, right. What would you say if they asked me to take like a 5% pay cut?
I mean, at that rate, what could we do? Because I think
What could we do?
if
couldn't-
your
couldn't say
job was
no.
asking that, then I feel like a lot of other businesses would be asking the same.
Yeah,
And somewhere along the lines, even the economy, I think the Prime Minister would have to do something with regards to that too, right? Reducing the rate of various things that are, because people are going to now get paid less. How are they going to be able to survive?
I know. Yeah, I know it's a sad
So
situation.
I was reading too in regards to the tax issues that he's going to try to implement something to reduce, I
Income
guess.
tax?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's to just reduce the income tax, but to reduce. He's so terrible. But to reduce the taxes, because this is unfortunately happening at this season, during this season.
Yeah, I haven't done my taxes yet, so
It's income tax season.
I always
and-
wait till the last minute now.
Yeah, and so this is going to affect people, because how are they expected to be able to pay back taxes and stuff if
Yeah.
during a time like this when they're not allowed to, they can't work
I know.
and they're not getting,
That's
I
a
mean,
good
people with
question.
salary will still get paid.
That's right. I can still do my taxes. Right? So
They're not going to go easy on you.
I won't go easy on me, which is okay because there's a lot of people out there that are suffering more than we
That's,
are.
yeah, that's true.
Right? Right. Cab drivers, waitresses, right? Think about all the
Cashiers.
people. Cashiers, right? It's sad. So we have to be supportive of everyone, right?
We do. Do you think you think Trudeau is doing everything he can?
I think so. I think he's doing like a decent job.
Are you pleased with our Prime Minister so far?
I'm not unhappy with him because I don't think we're getting as many cases as a lot of other countries.
A lot of other, and he took action. He's not waiting. The thing is, and I don't want to judge, but like with the U.S., because it's the U.S. and it's so big, like they
there's
can't
a lot
just
of people, and then
you just
I don't
can't
think-
shut down shop
I don't
everywhere.
think President Trump took it as seriously
No,
as he should have.
he did not, from what we saw
So-
and what we heard. And so, yeah, it's and I think also Trudeau also had the, I don't know, what would you call it, where he had the ability to see what the virus was doing to other countries.
Yeah.
So by the time it got here, it's like, okay, let's react. Like you know what I mean? Like we were able to think ahead a little bit because it broke out elsewhere. And at first, it just seemed like it was gonna just be there. You don't really think about how fast the virus is gonna travel. and think, oh, it's going to be over across the world, and within the next month or two it's right in your backyard. You don't think that deep. But I think he, like, because of getting to see what it was doing to the other countries by the time it got here, he took it seriously enough to just pump the brakes. And
I think one thing is that I don't think he was doing a lot of screening, which they probably should have done.
Should have.
Yeah.
I don't know, did it cost us money here too? Like, I remember hearing that it costs about $3,000 in the States just to do...
Oh, to do testing?
To do testing.
No, I think testing is free here, but just like checking people's temperatures, like screening people for potential carrier.
Oh, okay.
They weren't doing that at the
Screening
airports.
them. Oh, okay, yes. Initially,
yeah. And then they shut all the airports down now, right?
Yeah.
So.
But
I mean, it's getting worse every day, right? I haven't looked at the news today. Have you?
When I looked, sorry guys, you can hear our little one in the background. Can't help it. This is a real life with real family and real kids. They can't just sit in the corner like little dummies.
No, of course not. Check.
I was just thinking of a ventriloquist dummy. That's what I was talking about. But yeah, you're right. But as soon as what number of, I don't think any deaths occurred before he actually started taking it into full action. Like what?
I think one death had happened, yeah.
One death is what occurred?
One death last week.
Is that what occurred before he was like, okay?
No, I think the number of people in the States and across the world, I think that's what really caused everyone to think about borders. And
to be okay, so you guys saw in the vlog the other day where I was telling you that Aaron crossed the border, and I was taking it really darn seriously, and this guy just thought it was like I don't know, he wasn't taking it as seriously, because some people did not show up for the conference, right? Some people bailed.
A lot of people bailed
because they knew the severity of it, and he showed up, and I'm thinking, I wish you were one of those people that could say no. And I get it that it's not always convenient to say no, but in my mind, I was thinking he should have said no. And then he popped up there, and to make matters worse, he was, having to have a valet in our vehicle. Oh. That's the part that stressed me out the most, because regardless, Aaron kept reminding me he's washing hands and all that jazz, but regardless of what he's doing, what about what everyone else is not doing?
Yeah, that's true. You're depending on the valets to
you can't depend on anyone else.
You're depending on everyone else in their cars being clean.
To be clean, exactly. And he's literally going in and out of everyone's car. He's literally touching the steering wheel of everyone's vehicle, and that's the main thing. Like, if anyone had it and they touched the steering wheel, okay, I gotta close this. This is so loud. Yeah, sorry, I have to close the door. But if anyone had it and they touched a steering wheel, you are bound to pick it up, because this virus is living on surfaces for such a long time, over a week on end. So yeah, I was very stressed. He didn't take it seriously, and the funny thing is, how long was it before you arrived home and it was exactly where you were?
Oh, it was like 3 days, 4 days.
4 days. Yeah. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
So that means it could have probably been there before, and you just didn't. Why is she so loud?
She's trying to get her sister's attention.
Yeah, it was probably there before, and they didn't know, because by the time they realize there's a virus or someone is infected,
yeah,
it's usually been like about for a number of days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Right. You have to have symptoms, right?
Yeah, so that's what's up. Like I said, we're just quarantined, locked down for 2 weeks. I don't know how this is gonna work, because next week, he's off for this week, which was originally our vacation. This is not how we intended on spending that time, but he is going back to work next week, and I don't know if his work is gonna be...
I think our work is gonna cut down a lot of hours. I think so. It seems like it.
Yeah.
It seems like people are recommending to work from home, so I don't know how much work I can do from home, but if they don't want us in the working all together, like, right?
Yeah, stay home.
Stay home.
It's just the increased risk. Like, there's a lot of us, so once you
I know,
carry something home, we're just all put at risk. And it's not about being stressed, it's not about freaking out, but it's just about taking precaution to make sure we get this thing under wraps. That's basically what we're trying to do.
I know, yeah.
Because our death toll is now 7, and I didn't. Is it 8 now?
It was 8 last night.
See, like
So it's probably higher now.
Yeah, and it's interesting how it's still increasing, even though we now have just, you know, put like drastic measures. We took drastic measures to kind of, I don't know.
Well, if you look at the curves, like the world curves, right? The world population curves.
Yeah.
Infection curves. It's increasing.
It is, huh?
Quite a bit, yeah. Well, the projections are not good.
But, you know, my thing is to just do your best to remain calm and just do your best to do your part. Stay home. Follow the rules. Are they rules?
Yeah, wash
Stick
your hands.
to the rules.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands, but also don't go out if it's you don't need to. Like, don't go to physio appointments. I called you out.
You got mad at me, huh?
Babes, because
I canceled though, guys. I canceled.
The doctor's office didn't even want to see people
Doctor's
yesterday.
office didn't want to see
so
me.
if doctors
I showed up and they're like, oh,
yeah,
what are you doing?
Doctor's appointments didn't want to see people. The doctors didn't want to see you guys. Why would you be going to a physio appointment?
I know.
About something that you could tend to after. You're not dying.
I know. I'm not dying.
Oh, jeez. Anyways, guys, this vlog is probably going to be super long. Hope I answered your question. I will keep you guys posted as this virus is taking place. But this is more of like a little mini let's touch base and share with you guys how Canada, our country where we reside, because some of you guys don't know that's where we are, how we're handling things on a whole and just going about, you know, trying to prevent this virus from taking over, you know. So hope it was insightful to you guys. We are following the news. I'm not doing so as much as Aaron. He's like in it, but you really have to be mindful because oh my gosh, because yeah, just too much of it can just make you just feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, and just a little bit, you know, pay attention, but just stay safe. Yeah,
staying safe and just doing your part.
What do you think would have happened to me at the border when they asked me if I had anything to declare? I said, not much, just COVID-19.
Aaron, that's not even that's not even funny. That's so something you would
happened
do.
To me at the border?
You would have been on lockdown, Aaron.
So much trouble, huh?
There right now there are people Canadians that vloggers that I know that are in quarantine. They're in lockdown. They can't come home.
Oh, outside of this Canada?
Yeah.
Outside of the US?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty scary.
Yeah,
that's really scary.
They went on a trip and they're now like on quarantine and they're like Canada is not doing anything. But that is one thing I read about this morning. I heard that Trudeau said he's going to be loaning $5,000 to people to get out. So how does that work? He's just going to give them individual loans and then they
have to apply for it.
And they're
gonna issue it based on a
circumstance
application basis, yeah.
And then they just pay it back.
And they pay it back, yeah.
Okay, so that's real. I mean, that's really cool. I just don't even understand what does that mean. Like when they have $5,000, what are they gonna do with it if planes aren't traveling and all that other stuff?
I think WestJet. I think other airlines are actually making specific stops to pick up people in places.
But how do they know that those people don't have it?
I don't know.
They don't.
And if they check and they have symptoms, I don't think they pick you up.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they carry you on the plane.
Okay, well that's
so then
good.
You're kind of stuck. And if you're, I heard that a lot of insurers are canceling policies, or changing the policies. So if you don't have health insurance and you're out of the country, well, I don't know. That's really big trouble.
Yeah. You're
in big trouble, because it's going to cost an arm and a leg wherever you are. Right?
Sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy.
Well, so we're probably going to end on that note. We'll save some more talk for tomorrow. Hope we didn't overwhelm you, but that's just touching base. My chicken is calling me because I can smell it. I had to close this door real quick.
Your chicken's calling me too.
So this child doesn't, her screams didn't affect the video. Can you smell my chicken?
Oh yeah.
Does it smell good?
It smells delicious.
Yeah.
So we're praying for everybody. Yeah. I hope everyone stays safe. I hope everyone is healthy.
That's right.
And all those who are unhealthy, I hope you guys recover well.
That's right. Idris Elba is sick. Oh my gosh.
He's such a handsome man.
Stop. Guys, so I'm sitting here editing this vlog. The rest of the vlog I already upload, but I'm just editing this portion of it. And then I realized that I forgot to mention that our Prime Minister himself, his wife, actually has the coronavirus. So how ironic. I mean, could that be really why he's working so hard? No, I mean, he's a really good guy, and based on just history, he seems to want to do right by the public, and I just overall think he's doing a really good job, at least trying to do his best when it comes to containing this virus. But I figured let's not leave that out. I think it's like a really interesting little piece of info to share with you guys that his wife actually has it.